Asuna doesn't like it. So he'll go back over towards Raze. And hopefully he can have a good game. We're going to start out with a quick attack over towards B, but a fault line slows things down instantly.
I like that early start. You still have Curry here with the camera. Very interesting one at that. Roomba's going to clear out B main, but still smoke.
I don't like how many frenzies I'm seeing in this series in pistol rounds. I thought we were done with that, but no, there it is. Automatic and Spider with a frenzy going to dash forward. There's the wall to get over, but actually Ethan goes over top by accident, I believe. Now they're stuck. Skadoodle with a flash point. That's going to put him down, but a second peek from Curry. Doesn't matter. He gets them both.
The two anchors can't hold off the push from 100 Thieves, but it's back to a 3v3. The wall is there, and the defense are coming from it. Daze is just trying to hop on and over. But Spider, all on his lonesome. Maybe they want to push all through lane together. The paranoia comes through. They're in a little bit of trouble. Shock Dart's going to make Spider in a little bit of trouble, but he's going to get tagged by it. That's two. They're dropped down, but he goes there. He gets flanked from lane by Daze, and the initial pistol goes to T1.
Almost there from Spider. And then Hiko almost as well with the first shot, but it doesn't matter. T1 too strong in that attack, or on the retake. 100 Thieves with a little bit of ideas there to put up the wall and go through, but they only get 3, and I feel like Ethan falling over that wall, tripping, and basically breaking Humpty Dumpty off the side is going to cost them sorely. Another pistol round lost. T1 continue the momentum.
Yeah, they definitely want to pick up where they left off on Icebox. Look at this from 100 Thieves, a force. They want to stop the bleeding as soon as possible. They do not want to let T1 get ahead anytime soon. A force here for 100 Thieves. Sheriffs and heavy armor. And one player, I forget who has a Spectre. Let's see what they can do here up against T1.
That's Asuna who has it. Smoking off Cat. 100 Thieves playing passively in mid, just jump spotting. Or sorry, T1 playing passively. That's Daze, jump spotting over the fountain. But a smoke to deny info now. We'll have to drone it and see if anybody's creeping up, but there's nobody. That might be a little bit of a red herring. Asuna's gonna creep up. There's the flashpoint. He dodges it. And Curry loses life because of that. Man advantage now on this force back.
Cover going out.
Pick for B. Maybe T1 rotates over. Let's hit this A site. That's what they're preparing to start. Automatic is down. That's a great opening to continue the push. Spider up in heaven. He's only ready with the push forward, but he only has a ghost. T1, they're starting to rotate over. The wall is going to stop them from pushing forward, but that's going to be a great spot for Spider. They don't anticipate him there on the heaven side, but he only has a ghost. He's keeping them at bay, but he does get traded. Daze has the Spectre. Shots from range will find him. That's going to be the drop down for Skadoodle at close range onto Ethan. Asuna flanking there from the heaven side, and he will put the nail in the coffin. The force up comes up huge for 100 Thieves.
Forget running and spraying. It's flying and spraying for Asuna with the blast packs to clean up the final player there. Skadoodle almost had it. Almost potentially stopped everything, but the force back works and they stop the bleeding immediately on this map. Before this, it was 8 rounds in a row for T1. But instantly, 100 Thieves says, no, this is not going to be Icebox. We're going to have a match here.
And guess whose shoulders are feeling that weight? That 20-pound deadlift. It's Asuna already with 5, and he's looking to get more. He's hungry. 1 point away from the showstopper. He gets this orb, and his B site is free low. He might not even need it. He might not even want it. Might just want to hunt down Curry because he knows how close he plays on the B main swing. Well, he will take it.
Showstopper now available. Is it a... I see some sheriffs maybe on the other side. I'm wondering if there's armor behind it too. Didn't quite look at the beginning of the round. Shock dart through that actually doesn't even reveal the position of where Dazed is. Gonna be a drone here. There's a flashpoint available though. Curry's gonna go for it again, but every single time they turn the flash, no chance. The ult doesn't connect, of course, because Skadoodle got him beforehand, and Nitro actually
Ow!
Able to get in the shock dart is perfect there too. They're gonna res on the third round in a 4 versus 1 situation. I don't know about that, but in any case, automatic. We'll take down Asuna again, and Nitro's the one with the 4K.
Yeah, that was a little too close, but 100 Thieves. You know, the reasoning behind committing a lot of those resources is you get over that round early, and you can stack up maybe another 2 more ults in this half, right? You open your capabilities of ulting more. For a res, for a showstopper, you want as many as you can get, right? So they secure that round. It's going to be the gun round for T1 here to answer back. And speaking of their ultimates, they have a Blade Storm, and I'm anticipating Spider leaning a little bit heavier into that with the Frenzy.
Go back to the last round, actually the last 2 rounds, really. 2 attempts at a B main peek from Curry, who was feeling himself last map. Of course, Skadoodle adding the flashpoints to actually do it, but you could tell 100 Thieves are so experienced against breaches. The way that they're turning these flashes is, you can't understate how difficult that actually is to turn the flashpoints from breach. I'm sure everybody's experienced it in range. Nice aftershock, but still is actually good for 2 there. Automatic and Spider we're going to try to combine, but actually lose the guns there. Skadoodle now left with 1 choice. Rolling Thunder, if they come out for days, then it might actually happen. Got to be careful here. They know it's available, and they know the aftershock was just used.
Oh, Asuna.
That's one way to clear.
Backstab. Shot's going to be good for Ethan from range with the Guardian, and bits and pieces will fall apart for T1. Looks like a round secured for 100 Thieves, and this is a great momentum builder for them, especially off of Icebox. This was the gun round for T1. Try to bring things back to a closer, more even matchup. Curry may just be looking to save this weapon and move on into the next. Steel going to be looking down the courtyard. He would be the contact player up against Curry. He's holding on for dear life.
I don't know how Nitro actually got that wall off without Skadoodle really getting information. Just kind of walked out and went for it. I thought that Daze was going to call for the Rolling Thunder immediately as those slows came in, as the Nano Swarms came in at the same time. The execute was on for 100 Thieves. I thought it was that time. They also played it really nice, 100 Thieves, on that approach. They stayed spread. I mean, Nitro went out first, got the wall down. A couple of them stayed back, peeking heaven, making sure nobody's going to push through the mollies, nothing like that. So even if that went out, I don't know. AK's back to light by for T1. Dude, the pressure, man, right now. Elimination game, map 3.
It's not even about the money. It's not even about the money right now.
3 weeks to build up to this, like, or not 3 weeks, 6 weeks to build up to this. This is a long endeavor. And for one of these teams, it ends now. We get to take a break for them for at least 2 weeks. All the effort, all the strategies, all the studying, the player changes, everything. This is all leading up to this moment right now.
Doesn't mean you still can't qualify, but it hurts to know that you don't have that leg up to start. The winner of this will have to face the loser of Luminosity TSM.
Ooh.
Spider gonna be losing this one though. Loses his head to Nitro. Owl drone to scout out B main, and Curry is gone. He will vacate the premises. Still, the camera is there. Might be able to spot a player out. There's gonna be the orb. They're farming it for Asuna. They want him to get those showstoppers. He started with 3 points this round. That's 4. Finds a pick. That's 5. He could have an ult next round if he truly wants it.
Yeah. Typically, you see them give it to Steel and Hiko, but now that Asuna's playing on Raze, showstopper also more powerful than what he had on Reyna. And farming that B main orb is not easy. In case, could be a flash in and they split on. Automatic with the Bucky though. That's one. Hiko peeks through, but Nitro's on the back side. There's a flash to push Still. Skadoodle gets it with the Nano Swarm to deny. Still's gonna go forward with it though.
And a Swarm will at least delay Skadoodle for now, but now as the smoke subsides, Dazed will send Steel down. A 2v2 with the injured Sova. And will set up a crossfire in a main. Now it's up to T1 to defuse. They have a Hunter's Fury. They can try to clear out a particular angle if they so choose.
got
It could be
guns.
anywhere. Heaven, hell, in and around the generator. It's planted. Or that hell side, but there's a wall up. There's the peak. There's the swing, and Nitro will clean them all up. Well done for Sage. And 100 Thieves now lead by 3, building some momentum ever so slightly.
Nitro just shuts it down. T1's like, oh, we got a chance. We just won guns. We're able to actually fight into this. But no, they swing Heaven. Nitro's there with the spray down. Four to 1. Momentum completely shattered for T1 leaving off of Icebox. You expected it to start off strong, especially after winning that pistol round, but instantly the force back. Good stuff. So, the default from 100 Thieves is always Hiko and Steel over towards A main. Asuna and Nitro over towards B. We saw that even when Nitro was playing on Omen, but Ethan joins them as well. Instead of, or Dicey was playing over towards A main as well. Quick over towards Cat. Is there going to be anything here for Asuna to clear? He peeks behind the box. I like that. That's nice. Flashpoint available for Skadoodle here, though. With automatic, there it's going to be. The drone, no perfect timing. But he still gets one over top of the edge of that catwalk. Ethan goes down, and that with that, smokes are down too.
Look at this patient play. They're just so careful, checking every corner, checking every angle, but Hiko, the arrows fly. And now they break open onto the A side, have complete control, Steel all the way wrapped up in Heaven, and T1 will save him. Does he find the peak here? Yes! Another one right in the bag of goodies for 100 Thieves. But it was the Hunter's Fury to group 2 in Garden. 2 frags for Hiko.
The crazy part about that, though, is like Ethan losing smokes. It's like, that's a big deal. But they weren't even planning on that. They were already planning to Hunter's Fury and walk up dry through tree. The way that plays out and push it as fast as possible. Get the kills while everybody's worried about getting tagged down. Curry's going to try to hold on. Yes, he gets it against Nitro, but 2 more. They're going to swing. He only gets 1 and not able to recover. I believe that might have been an op for Cider. Can't quite tell. No, I don't think so. I didn't see it on the floor.
I swear he had it, but you could be right. You could be right. It's a little bit tricky. Regardless, 100 Thieves up by 4. Okay, things are starting to build up a little bit. We're getting flashbacks back to Icebox, but unfortunately the shoe's on the other foot. It's 100 Thieves in the driver's seat here, and it's feeling good. It's looking good. It's an eco for T1, potentially 6-1 in favor of 100 Thieves. It's been so controlled. It's been so tense. 100 Thieves are not cracking under the pressure.
Last round, T1 worked so hard to control Cat. And they did. I mean, automatic combined for 1 with the flash from Skadoodle. It's well timed. This time, Skadoodle's over towards Market. It's automatic and Spider close up in the same crossfire. No flash this time, although they still have the Omen flash, so still doable.
Steel and Nitro working their way up. Even on these eco rounds, both teams are playing so respectful, so slow. You know, on a round like this, on an eco like this, there could be shorties on the other side, there could be frenzies, there could be anything, and there could be a Spider. Catches Asuna right in the web. Automatic there beside the flower pot. The tree will sprout into a frag, but Nitro waiting on the opposite front, dazed with another one, and things are looking a little bit more doable for the Thrifty. The bargain bin is working huge. Hiko gets dinked. Shot dart right on over. Skadoodle gets taken down. And it all falls onto the shoulders of Curry. He's looking for an upgrade and he can find it. Now, this 1v2. Can he pull it off? Spike being planted. A player towards that wine cellar side. It's Hiko. Don't think he's got... I think he has 1 more shock dart left. But it's Ethan. You don't need the bow and arrow. You've got the frag with the Vandal. And that's 6 for 100 Thieves.
Trying to think back in terms of clutches in this series. We had a lot on Haven, but most of them went to 100 Thieves. Icebox, not so much. It was mostly 1 round straight up from T1. And now the fact that T1 is down, their clutch is not coming through at all. even in 2vx situations. Many times. I mean, you remember the round where they basically did the same thing, winning in tree, getting the guns back, and then trying to challenge on the post plant. But he goes in those situations when Ethan is also and Nitro 2 combining. Doesn't quite matter what guns you bring into the situation. They are feeling themselves in the clutch today.
Today's where it matters, Bala. Both of you were knocked down. Now have to fight for your tournament life.
A little bit. It could have been easy if they had just won their first games, but both of them
just
now.
win, forehead.
I know. I mean, think about it though. Like
you should run.
The 100 Thieves could have been, if they had won their game against NRG, they could have been going up against FaZe. Now this match, not only are they facing off elimination, but the next match that they have to do tomorrow against the loser of TSM and LG. Ridiculous. Okay. A site or B site take right now. Asuna got Showstopper deep. Actually find one. Lockdown forces everybody out, and Asuna with more space control with the Showstopper. Spike's not even here, by the way. And I think T1 know it.
There's a cross here for Automatic as well. Doesn't catch the Spike carrier, but will find Nitro. That's the resurrection down, so if things do get a little bit crazy, won't be able to bring someone back into the fold. A quick trade between Steel and Dazed. And now the Spike goes down, the 3v3 retake. They both have smokes available. But for T1, they've got a little bit more utility with the Huntress Fury. Straight towards the cave. You can clear that easy peasy. But if this round ends up becoming sour, it definitely will be a couple of lemons as well. Ethan. Shot's good. Oh, the tag. Another one. That's Hiko finding Automatic. Recon bolt on up. Shot's good onto another, and they'll just hold on to this, but Dazed has something to say about it. Not strong enough, not fast enough. Definitely not Hiko enough. The 3K on the round. Six up, 7-1. It's been domination from 100 Thieves since the pistol.
This looks like the 100 Thieves we got against Andbox. This looks like the 100 Thieves we got against LG in Challengers 2. It almost looks even better. These rounds are beautiful. Just like T1's rounds on Icebox. Default, slow. This time it was a little confusing the way that they were on site without Spike for so long. The lockdown used as well. Maybe trying to bait out the rotations, and they did down mid. It was Automatic who tried to rotate through. Actually tried to spot the cross, given the fact that they knew Spike was not anywhere near that B site. I think Nitro was the one to challenge him from top mid. The fact that he did that, by the way, made it so he didn't spot the cross. In any case, nice shot from Ethan on the cat. He can TP out of here as well. Aftershock, no, he doesn't choose to do it. And he loses his life, 4v4 now.
That was also the Blade Storm gone for Spider. That's gonna hurt as well. Skadoodle with the Spectre is able to nullify and dwindle those odds ever so slightly. Another one's gonna come right into his open arms. Finds Steel. This soft buy round, especially with a lot of this presence towards the mid side, has thwarted a lot of early intel from 100 Thieves. They're just trying to bring this round back into the fray. There is a Rolling Thunder available, but he holds off.
He's by himself. That's why he didn't want to do it. If one person doesn't get caught by that Rolling Thunder, you'll get caught unaware because you're so focused on trying to chase down those kills. 25 seconds now for 100 Thieves. It's Nitro and Hiko, of course, but with the addition of Ethan as well.
Vault line coming through. Pushes Skadoodle off the angle. Now as they start to come off through, Skadoodle with the mow down. Even after Ethan fell, his body still went up and went back down by the Rolling Thunder. He was already dead, man. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
That's brutal. Avert your eyes. So they break the streak. That was 6 in a row. They break the streak now because of good play from Skadoodle and the way that they fought back in mid. 100 Thieves challenges that too. With no real staying power in that, they don't have the flash ability that T1 does have. They have to take things a little slower and methodical rather than just flash peeking and backing off. No jet either to escape fights like that. You recall the first instance though, Ethan getting stuck in that cubby with the aftershock and not Shrouded stepping away. Default quickly leaves over towards A, though, and we've seen this story before. Spider will try to challenge, but it's going to be a dash. He gets the kill. There you go.
No flash needed. But still now 100 Thieves going to try to pick up the pieces. No resurrection available.
Did farm the orb there for Hiko. He's got Hunter's Fury now. Are they going to creep through the smoke? I think they might. I think there's going to be a wall and a double peek through the smoke. There's the paranoia. Both sides of the smoke. He clears it and Ethan gets it, but
wow.
Traded out by Daze. Wall's out now. Automatic stuck behind.
Spike planted.
Hiko alive and Steel with the flank down in A main. He actually takes out Curry. Has to start the large run back towards B. That might actually cost them. They're hitting now.
Uh-oh, Nitro in trouble. Automatic teleports right on top of his wall. Steel's got to get her quick. He's a little bit too late to the party, but there is a Hunter's Fury. Partner that up with Steel, now trying to push them off. Wait, there's a counter Hunter's Fury? What is happening? Daze trying to get some shots through, but Spike is sticking Steel. You have to make it up to heaven fast. Now the defuse starts to come through. He's down for the count. 31 HP. Hiko, you don't have a lot of time. The archers are being defended, and the defuse for T1. A small glimmer of hope. Another round on the board.
And that flank could have been huge from Steel. It could have been. He was just in time, too. But unfortunately, the window not broken. Glass still up, and it makes the sound cue. So the jig is up, and Steel gets knocked down instantly on the sights. Could have worked, but unfortunately, it does not. Good stuff from T1 as well to avoid the Hunter's Fury and have the counter. Of course, it didn't actually connect on the Hiko. He stays alive, but there you go. 2 in a row now for T1. 2 rounds left. Trying to make it back towards 7-5. That would be ideal. Spider gonna take aggressive peek.
Asuna will fall. Paranoia to try to follow suit, but your comrade is gone. There is no bringing him back. Maybe. Don't know how many points Nitro has for the resurrection. Does he have one more in the tank? Steel has already been working towards this A site, hasn't gotten a lot of this catwalk control, but there's 2 members on the site itself. He's going to need to wrap around. He gets rid of this glass. He's going to be in a lot of trouble, but Skadoodle, like, who holds that angle? Who sits there? Steel's going to get taken down, and now it's just 3 sprinting on over towards this A site, but Automatic and Curry are ready.
Flash to the delay, switches spots. They're going to be able to spot. That leaves Curry in an awkward spot, but cages are up.
Great spot for Skadoodle initially, but now Automatic in an even better spot. Ethan finds one, but guess what? Spike carrier down. Aftershock puts Ethan in trouble. He's going to have to teleport, but Automatic, give him 1, give him 2, definitely give him 3.
And that's 4 now on the board for T1 as they strike towards 5. Yeah, we can count. Look at us casters. We went through 3rd grade. Did I learn counting in 3rd grade? Sheesh.
Listen, Vansili warned us about this, okay? No doing math on air. We took a risk. We got it right. Let's just walk away with our victory, okay?
Oh, boy. So, you mentioned how Steel pushed all the way up in that tree that round. Remember how aggressive T1 has been playing on Cat every single time. It almost feels like they're fighting back against that. Steel sees that they're not doing that. He's like, hold on, there might be a gap here. They might be trying to do something else and momentarily leaving tree open, but Skadoodle's actually 5 steps ahead in the mind games of this wonderful match. No early pick this time from Spider, and that has been a key factor in why they're able to fight back in these rounds so well. Sometimes it's A main with the dash away, sometimes, like last round, it's B main with the operator. This time, though, he's not taking the early angles. So first blood not going to happen. It's going to be a full Skype execute, but Skadoodle's here twice with a flash.
Oh, Ethan backside wins the duel against Curry. 100 Thieves now have a little bit more control. Shot's going to be against Skadoodle in a lot of trouble. He's in the smoke and he's in danger. Nitro pushes up, but Spider's there with the op. Spike now planted. And it's a 3v4 retake for T1. How will they make this work? Steel in the pizza. Recon Bolt going to be destroyed. So now he's got to get out of there. And Nanoswarm's going to help out. There's the turret. 6 men in the lobby, and Steel will find the frag. Down to 2. Lockdown available. Spider does manage to find Steel and another pick. Now it's the 2v2, but the spike is still ticking. They don't have a lot of time. Ethan's in a great spot. That felt a little delayed, but the shot's good regardless. And now Spider, he's going to be looking to try to take them apart as they try to exit, looking for anything for the return. But that's going to be the half, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you after the break for the last half to decide who moves on and who falls from grace.
Last half, last chance for these teams to clap back against each other. It's been a wild series, but as we're in freeze time, a couple things on that last round. Beautiful play from Steel to play behind his turret to take down the one in mid, and then the lockdown to stop it out, forcing them to buy time. Also, Ethan in sight playing against Skadoodle, who tried to push him down. If he lost that fight, it would have been brutal, but instead he has the wherewithal to push behind that box and spray instead. On this pistol, it's going to be a quick approach down mid for T1. There's going to be a flash from Skadoodle into market, potentially with a dash, but no, they closed the door, and that actually might thwart what T1 was planning to do instantly.
I like that from 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves from 100 Thieves. For T1, they like to push up the middle quite often, even with this new adaptation, even with this new roster. T1 love playing around the mid side on Ascent, especially on attack. So to get that door down, expect to see a lot of that come through. Using that door to the advantage. Usually the defense suffers from having that door closed against them on the retake, but to put it down in a great position is beneficial to them. Now the smoke's going to go down on this A hit. Nitro up on the wall. They're not coming in from that long side, from the A main side. There is a player there. They're coming through catwalk, and there's a lot of utility stopping them from pushing forward.
He goes there and they push back through the smoke. Yeah, Shock Knight to push automatic back, and they trade that really nicely. Skadoodle responds, but not before losing Spider too, and now a 4 versus 3, and they're walled off on the A site. Daze has nowhere to go. Skadoodle and Curry left wondering what to do. Daze will find a Shock Dart kill on Asuna though, and that might open things up, but quickly there's gonna be a flank through tree.
Ethan's coming around. Hiko has to delay for as long as he can. Unfortunately, can't make that magic happen. Steel late on the rotate over towards the A site. Ethan coming in through the tree room. Body peek. It does get spotted out by Dazed, and now the 2v3. Flash available. Steel working his way through the heaven side. Has the turret. The 6th man in the lobby. Now the swing. They take it down and they get underneath, and the flash will allow them to repeat the angle. Ethan will fall. Brutal. As it's now on to Steel. Just down to him, playing towards the heaven side. Has to win a 1v3. The 360 with the classic. Not gonna be enough. In T1, they are able to close the gap ever so slightly, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Gonna give them a little bit of hope moving into the second half.
Important pistol round. They were down 4. Similar to what happened against on Icebox. They won the pistol round there and basically sealed the fate. Of course, this is a much smaller gap. 100 Thieves with a significant advantage out of that second half. So them winning there, looks like it will be a force for Steel. A Bucky, of course. Everybody else just light buying. Might be 2 rounds in a row for Steel with a Bucky in any case. Same halftime score, by the way. Or actually, one better for 100 Thieves than on Haven, where they won the attacking side 7-5. Their defensive side was even better. Showed some brilliance there. So hopefully there's something like that for 100 Thieves. And hopefully T1 can bring the level of excellence they brought on their attacking side of Icebox.
Thieves. Force up here for Steel signifies that they want to stack towards the A site with the pistols they have, hoping to try and find some success. Maybe leave it up to chance for Steel to anticipate a quick rush onto site and fend them off with the Bucky. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out on the initial push for A main, but now this is Steel's chance with the Bucky to show us what he's got.
Nothing for Hiko. Spider around the corner still is there. But yeah, Bucky spotted. Doesn't know where he is. Couple flashpoints later. And he's fully dazed. 100 Thieves now, just 2. And yeah, not going to find much. It might be a flawless too. Nitro's coming through market. Door is closed. Nice slow start from T1. I thought for a moment that they might end up kind of taking the bait after that push. I thought that 100 Thieves pushing A main, the fact that they only lost 1, pushing them all the way back, and the fact that they responded with like a lot of utility and falling back. Maybe 100 Thieves goes for the quick stack on B, but no. So T1 is able to take it very nicely. Nitro maybe gonna get a kill here.
Close. Close. You know, 100 Thieves can afford to lose a round here or there. This is where, you know, we expect that momentum to swing back on that third round for the gun round here. But Steel back to the Bucky. He was the only one that forced up in that prior round. That first half really started out phenomenally for 100 Thieves. We saw 7 in a row after the pistol.
Yeah.
But A4 is still competitive for T1. They're managing to bring it back here with the initial start. 2 rounds separates these teams. And if T1 can convert on this bonus, then their chances of eliminating 100 Thieves are much higher.
Did Cadoodle forget to buy armor there? I think he might have, because he upgraded to Bucky from a Ghost basically that round. He has a lot of money. Drone come to come. That's going to pop the Nanostorm for Steel to delay at least a little bit. But yeah, this Bucky, they know now that this might actually be a time to approach. Spider's going to dash through. Yeah, take out Steel. The weakness in the setup is there in the Bucky. If these lose 1 and T1, now poised in this post plant. Look at Curry, by the way, all the way on the other side. Asuna might smell him out. Yes, he does.
He's not going to take that duel. He's going to back away, wait for his team to...
All the way attacking spawn? That's crazy. What a route for Curry to take, but I think he has enough time.
He's got to run. He can't hide. He needs to get here quickly. T1 have gotten the control, but they need to hold on to it. Asuna with 1 so far. The Recumbo's going to try to tag a couple of members around. Hiko with the shock dart. They are taking it apart bit by bit. The defuse is starting to come through, and they don't have the angle there. They will just stick it. The spray's not good enough, and 100 Thieves will answer back the clap to extend that lead by 3.
I thought for a moment that he might actually get the spray through, but no. Ethan with the body block to secure the defuse after T1 got the first pick on the Steel. We talked about a weakness there, but clearly the fact that Curry was so far away and the fact that Asuna sniffs it out and does not lose his life there means that that entire time that they're fighting on site, while Spike is down and they start their initial spray through the bottom of the floor, they actually push through door. They're down a man, essentially. They're playing 3 versus 4 on that retake instead of 4 versus 4. And that costs them. They don't have the space. What a shot. Come on, man. What is that?
Nitro turns on the NOS with the boost. Can see right over through the arches. Finds that opening pick onto Spider. Push can still come to fruition here. Steal up on Heaven in a little bit of a tighter spot. There is a player about to plant. It's Skadoodle. The Nano Swarms have been dangerous, but he's got to deal with the sprays coming in from all angles. He's still alive somehow, some way. The showstopper goes vertical, and they will take apart T1 bit by bit, leaving only Curry to salvage the pieces. This puts 100 Thieves at double digits. Double digits.
It's only 4 rounds. It's only 4 rounds, but these rounds have looked brutal. The last 2, I mean, come on. Even when they had a man down in that situation on the retake, that was just brutal how they actually cleaned it out. They basically lost nobody. And that time too, they get the man advantage with a ridiculous shot from Nitro up towards top mid onto Spider. And then they hold strong on that A site. You have to wonder now if T1 is ever going to go back towards that A site. Probably not. But maybe they can force some sort of concession. Looks like we got a pause tact for T1. And yeah, they've got to figure out something. How to approach, which site to go. How does his default change up? That's quite. Those last 2 rounds were not what you wanted. They were so good from 100 Thieves. The flawless last time. What do you change though? Because we've already seen a switch for 100 Thieves. They have Steel over towards B this time, playing the market, and they've got a double up. Asuna and Nitro over towards A.
Take flight.
And it's also just Steel consistently changing up his positioning. You don't want to condition them. I mean, he tends to lean a little bit heavier towards the B side, so he wanted to get a couple of reps in towards A to bring in, to strike the fear into the hearts of T1. If you go A, those Nano Swarms are going to chunk you. Clearing out the wine cellar. Asuna and Nitro are here. Slow orb, now we're in trouble, but the TP out to safety. Automatic will back away. This is the eco round for T1. Should be around 400 Thieves to clean up, and it starts with this opening pick onto Spider, which means it's going exactly on trend.
Shot from Still 2 onto Dazed. You go 1 by 1 right now for T1, but and just pistols, so not too concerned about it, but might be a trend later on. Nice play from Nitro.
Oh, that's
not a spot you usually see a Sage in, but with the wall he gets up and knows that that can lead a space where people will try to
30
clear.
seconds left.
Curry with 2 cages to kind of confuse whether their position stays crossed or not, but and now it's over. Still knows. Although does he know that he's past the Nano Swarm?
Last player standing.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time.
It doesn't matter.
He was doing this whole James Bond bit, you know, he got past the sharks and the floating lava, and then tries to sneak on underneath.
Nanoswarm.
The big bad boss Steel will find him. Now we're at 6-11. A gun round for T1. You have to convert here. You have to. Let's have a look at the lay of the land. We have the Blade Storm, we have the Rolling Thunder, and we have a Hunter's Fury. Post-plant position for Dazed. Skadoodle to entry onto site. Maybe if Curry finds an orb, you can try to get that neural theft and gather intel based off of the picks that come through. This is a round that you desperately need to put one on the board to stop the bleeding. 100 of these are just going to run away with the match.
Yeah.
You don't want to be losing 13-7 or 13-6 and be eliminated after such a dominant performance on Icebox.
Right here.
They've got to find impact with these ults. They have to. Once again, Spider in mid by himself. He's tagged. All right. Aldro and Hiko into spawn, and they've got a crossfire that will be very brutal if they actually take this. But no, Hiko gets smoked off, so Steel can't play. He's going to the molly.
Wow.
That's his own. That's brilliant.
Oh, and he
That's
gets
gorgeous.
Out. And he gets out
Gets
too.
away too with Hiko's spam as well. That's just so nice. Pushing through his own molly. In that case, the Nano Swarm doesn't do as much damage. And he catches one unaware, completely. Spider down again. Curry does find one though, an automatic. They respond in kind. B side open.
But the spike's at tiles. They don't have it yet. They got to go back and get it. They have all this control. Neural Theft will gather the intel. Still have the Rolling Thunder. Still have the Hunter's Fury available. Nitro inching closer, has the resurrection, and maybe looking for that res. There it comes through. He goes back in the fray, but now they want to push back in. Curry will take down 3. He finally finds the trade here for Ethan, but it's a 2v2. Spray through. Asuna caught with the paint shell out. Ethan down to 30 HP. The snail walk for automatic finds its mark onto Ethan. Now it's the duel, and it's a victory for T1. They will find a round that they desperately needed.
Dude, if they lost that round, oh my goodness, that was going to be hard for them to recover from. Not only, obviously, in the match status, that would have been match point, but also mentally. They were up so many after Steel. Yeah, he got Spider to start off, but then they clapped back with 2 instantly. So it was a 4 versus 3. Got even more after that, and things started to go haywire after that resurrection from Nitro onto Ethan. But they make it work any case. Nice crossfire to end the round, stairs and whatnot. Spike up top mid, there's a lot of pressure here. Asuna tries to find something before the smoke goes down. Actually, there's a gap. Oh no, they realize. I think Daze does. No, he doesn't. He's not looking in this direction, but the smoke fades anyway, so he will know now, but there could be a flash from Ethan. No, it's a Rolling Thunder towards A. Does that catch Nitro? It does, so they should have the sight.
Good cage here as well. Delays Asuna for the time being. But Curry, as he tries to walk through a great crossfire setup for Ethan. So much control. 100 Thieves here towards that mid side, but Dazed, he's going back towards that catwalk in a position as the flank now starts to try to come through. T1 still holding on to this spike, but guess what? He's going to track him, buy a little bit of time, even if it's a millisecond, and he's got this post-plan Hunter's Fury he can now use, but they will try to push them back. Lockdown here with Steel. Hunter's Fury available, the shot through underneath. Hunter's Fury now going to start to come through. Will it take out the lockdown? Yes, yes it will. Automatic trades. Ethan with 3, still down to Daze. Spike is ticking. They're diffusing. Smoke is down. The push comes in. Here to swing. There's one. One more is all he needs. The clutch for Dazed.
He keeps T1 alive for just a little bit longer here. Staves off another match point possibility for 100 Thieves and wins the 1 versus 2 and one that was very close once again. But it doesn't matter how close these rounds are at this point. We're not studying for anything right here. That lockdown from Steel was nice. It baited out the Hunter's Fury, which could have been used for that post plant, and also forced Daze to play off of the site. And once again, remember the round that I talked about how Curry had to rotate around the entire time? It was Daze this time, not really fighting with this team as they took the site, but in any case, it works out because he's got nerves of steel. The big iron back again. 8-11 now. That 4-round gap has been cut from T1 down to 3.
Isn't it ironic that he's got nerves of steel? I mean, what did that mean? I don't know.
Come on, man. That's a reach. Come on, man. Oh, he just actually confirmed that.
Wait, he's in?
What?
Oh, he's in. Do they know? I don't think they do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Flash out. Automatic. He's still below. Smokes are down in a great position, and they managed to make their way onto the site, at least Spider for now. But automatic, he can play off on the jump up angle. Asuna from the tree room. Steel still on the B site, not convinced. It's the A execute. No utility in terms of ultimates, but there is from the shadows here available for Ethan. Now the plant comes in. Curry still waiting for the flank. Doc Dart will deny the plant for now, but still there's enough time. Automatic. Still on this jump up angle. They are trying to flush him out, but he is holding strong. And now the smoke will reset the retake.
Dude, look how much Steel is waiting for this lurk from Curry. So much time elapsed now. Spike's been ticking for about 10 seconds. Daze is going to peek this spot 2 and door, but it doesn't matter for Asuna. He gets one. Ethan 2. Another one. This looks terrible now. T1 has to try something again. Dazed and Curry will back off towards main, but it's 5 versus 2.
Yeah, they have an angle here as well. Nitro with the op. Now he's going to go fishing for one more Dazed. He's got nothing that he can do. The walking turret comes in. He will find at least one, and now he'll try to hold on to this Vandal. 100 Thieves are not going to go fishing. Match point ball up for tournament life. T1 need 4 to take us to OT. Do they have what it takes?
Haven't quite seen a closer match than this so far. 13-8 was Haven. Now the Thieves look to close out the exact same scoreline. To survive. To have a chance to play tomorrow for Masters 1. That's what's on the line here for 100 Thieves, and you know this is where they live for. These moments right here when all the pressure is on to close out a match like this, and it looks bad for T1 right now. 2 sheriffs have to be bought in.
Cover going out.
Tough spot to be in if you're T1. 100 Thieves have everything going for them. Economy's looking good. They can take a hit on the chin for a couple of rounds and still come out the better. Eco with the Hunter's Fury. See if that provides impact. Curry here with the Sheriff. There was one more. I believe that was on to Spider. A-side hit's going to come quick. And there's nobody there. They're going to play for retake here, 100 Thieves. Oh. Oh.
No.
Not like this.
That's the dagger. Hunter's Fury also to deny the plant. He gets it on the Spider. No. T1 falling apart in the final moments. 2 players left at Skadoodle and Dazed against 5.
Ethan is going to find another one. Skadoodle
30 seconds
tiptoeing
left.
through the tulips, but he's caught in a dream. Dazed finds his mark onto 1, but he's in a 1v4. 100 Thieves will swarm him. They will take him apart, and 100 Thieves will move on to face the loser of Luminosity TSM tomorrow, and T1 have been eliminated for their chance at match.